Welcome to the August edition of the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report. The start of a new school year brings excitement and opportunity, but it also presents a new set of challenges for school leaders, staff, and students. As districts prepare classrooms, welcome new employees, and establish routines, school safety must remain an essential part of that preparation. The Chief Operating Officer of MSBA Center for Education Safety, John McDonald, says it's important to start a new school year with safety at the forefront of planning.
School is about to start in the next couple of weeks, and with the beginning of school, there's a lot of challenges that come with that. One of the challenges is making sure that you're prepared, that you are emergency prepared so you don't have to become emergency scared. And part of that requires that you ensure that emergency operation plans are up to date, that the board policies that are in effect are being followed. For school leaders, it's really important that you take the time and do a tabletop training with your team and prepare just like you would for anything else. Prepare for those critical incidents that might occur. And every day we manage crisis in schools. We're good at it, and we're used to it. But this requires a little different thought process. This requires us to think about the worst of days, and how do we plan and prepare for that? Are we ready as a district? Can you look at your team and say, if today is going to be that day, we are fully prepared.
The threats facing schools continue to evolve, with districts now confronting cybersecurity concerns and the growing prevalence of swatting hoaxes.
You know, every year, threats evolve, and we have to adapt to those threats. And one of the threats that we've seen in recent years is swatting. And it gets really complicated because do we stay? Do we evacuate? Do we keep school open? Do we shut school down? Why do we need to shut school down for what we think is a swatting incident versus keeping school open and putting more security around the building or adding more secure enhancements to ensure that, we're in a safe learning environment? How do you message and manage to your community, to your parents, to your students and staff is really important. The threats this year, and I believe over the next couple of years, are really going to evolve, probably more so than anything we've seen in the last 2 decades.
Compliance with Senate Bill 68 is also an ongoing challenge for districts. John says that CES has tools available to help schools stay in compliance.
To help schools prepare this year and be in compliance with Senate Bill 68, we have been working diligently with DESE and doing some really good work helping schools understand the components of Senate Bill 68, this landmark school safety bill that is now fully being implemented across the state. And we have to make sure that we're following those protocols. This is a reasonable standard of care that's been developed that schools are now responsible for. And it's the first time that school safety standards have been set in the state of Missouri. So it's up to us to make sure, and I say us, I mean every school board member and every school district is really following the guidelines and the tenets of this bill. We have invested significant time and resource into developing a K-12 safety platform. It's an online platform that helps you develop your emergency operation plans. Many of you may have heard of MOEOP. Well, MOEOP is now K-12 safety. And that K-12 safety app is AI assisted. Now, this is the good AI. And it helps you develop your emergency operation plans, and it cuts about 60% of the time off that it would take you to develop a good plan.
To stay up to date on safety issues and training opportunities, check out the Weekly and the Safety Weekly from MSBA and CES for more information. To learn more about the K-12 Safety app, visit k12safety.org. Registration is now open for the 2026 annual conference in cooperation with the Missouri Association of School Administrators and the Missouri Association of School Business Officials, to be held October 22nd through the 24th in Kansas City. The event will once again feature numerous breakout sessions and workshops, many presented by school leaders from districts throughout the state, the Education Expo, and another great lineup of general session speakers. The annual conference concludes with the Champions for Public Education reception and banquet, held this year at Arrowhead Stadium, with visits planned for the locker room and the Hall of Honor. And it's not too late to register for MSBA's fall regional meetings. The topic is funding the future. The heart of this year's conversation is navigating funding and finances through difficult times and learning to tell your district's financial story clearly and credibly to the community you serve. Visit the MSBA website to register for your region's meeting. That's it for this month. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and we'll see you in September for the next MSBA Board Report.